our audience to get ready. Let's go. GM everyone, welcome to today's Roman show across multiple platforms. We are so happy to have all of you over here joining us with Eliza from Nova Trade, and she's the CMO at Nova Trade. We're so happy to have you over here. And Eliza, later we're going to invite you to introduce yourself. And before that, I wanted to let everyone know today, just like our title says, right? We are giving away 1,000 USDT rewards to our participants, and you must be very curious on how to get it, right? I'm going to reveal our screen right now. Okay, I'm sharing my screen over here. You can see us, and I'm going to share a post over X. Okay, yes. Nova Trade, they're very generous. They're giving away 1,000 USDT reward, and they want more people to participate. So here is the rule. Be sure to go to Twitter or X, okay, and give them a follow. Okay, give them a follow, like repost and follow it for a chance to win this 1,000 USDT reward. Also, be sure to ask some great questions. Okay, we love amazing questions, so like you will have the chance to win it. And now I'm going to share my screen so you all can see where to do it. And everyone, this is really important. Okay, be sure to go there to give support, and you can go to either Nova Trade's official handle, right, or go to our Real Moonlight Show's official handle, and then you are going to see the event post. Yes, we're giving away 1,000 USDT if you join, and then if you engage with people. Okay, we already see, a lot more people already like it. Okay, a lot of views, and we want you to what? Post messages. Okay, don't just post some emojis or post some random sentences. Post constructive questions. Okay, post constructive questions, and we're going to select top questions. You can either post under our Real Moonlight Show's official handle or under the Nova Trace official handle over here, right, in this one. Okay, nice. Yeah, we see some people already saying support, right, or looking forward to it, right, or mark and ready, right? But we want more constructive questions coming. Okay, this is really easy to do. I'm going to put it over here for the whole time, so you all have time to do it. And once again, shout out to everyone who joining us today. Welcome to our AMX session with Nova Trade and Moonlight, your host, and super exciting to have you over here. As we know, after several years, Nova Trade is making a strong comeback, and today we have Eliza with us to share all the exciting updates, innovations, as well as future roadmap for Nova Trade. And if you have ever wondered what makes Nova Trade different from other platforms, or how they are tackling some of the biggest challenges in the decentralized trading, you are in the right place. Now let's invite Eliza to introduce herself and her project to us. Hi, Eliza. Can you give us a quick introduction to yourself and to Nova Trade and how they stand out from other decentralized trading platforms? Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much, Moonlight, and thank you for having me here. So, hi, everyone. I am Eliza Moon, and I'm very excited to be joining you all in this Finance Live. And I'm actually the CMO at Nova Trade, and I've been working in the Web3 space for, quite a while now, helping build ecosystems, in bringing innovative projects like NovaTrade to life. You actually have the opportunity to check us out in X and join our Telegram for the latest scoops on NovaTrade. And I'm just excited to be here. So, a quick intro for those who are not familiar with NovaTrade. NovaTrade is actually the next gen layer 2 trading protocol, and we are bridging the best of both worlds. We have the speed and efficiency of a centralized exchange, and we actually also have the freedom and decentralization of decentralized exchanges. We're talking about the fast, low cost spot and contract trading on a seamless and user friendly platform. And so I think that's it for the quick introduction. We're actually going to be talking about more in NovaTrade, and I hope that you learn and get interested in NovaTrade further on.
That is just amazing. Thank you so much, Liza, for the intro. And everyone, we know that NovaTrade is a next generation digital trading platform. Prioritize speed, security, and user friendly experiences. So, if you haven't given it a try, be sure to do that. And NovaTrade aims to empower traders of all levels. So, this is really exciting. And Eliza, if possible, if you can share your screen and demonstrate how people can, navigate on the platform, etc. That would be great. Okay, because this is a video AMA, and we do hope that we can also learn how to use it. Thank you so much. Okay, and let's go to more questions over here to Eliza. We know that many decentralized platforms struggle with liquidity issues, right? So, how does Nova Trade solve this issue? Question back to Eliza. Thank you.
All right, yeah, the age-old problem of DeFi, that's the liquidity. So I've actually had a metaphor about that, and it's like, throwing a party, but nobody shows up with drinks, and that's what happens when the DEX or the decentralized exchange doesn't have enough liquidity. So trades get expensive, the slippage gets ridiculous, and nobody has a good time, and we don't want that. So NovaTrade fixes this in a few ways. First, we have the trade mining rewards. So instead of just depending on the LP or the liquidity provider, the incentives, we directly reward active traders. That means the more users trade, the more rewards they earn. So we're bringing in more activity and deepening liquidity naturally. And then we have flexible LP incentives. Liquidity providers don't just get the LP rewards, they earn extra based on the trading activity in their pools. So they're more likely to stick around and provide liquidity longer. And then, lastly but not the least, we have the multi-chain expansion. We're not staying locked to one chain. We're expanding across multiple chains, which means more we're tapping more into liquidity sources, and we're increasing capital efficiency across the DeFi. So no more the dry liquidity pools. NovaTrade is designed. We've developed it to keep the fund going while actually earning and with plenty of liquidity to go around. So compared to those other trading platforms, so I think that in these ways, we can actually fix the struggle with the liquidity issues that has been going on and on for quite some time now. So yeah, that's it for um, the few ways that NovaTrade can fix the issue.
Got it. Thank you so much, Eliza, for letting us know about it. And I started to see that we have our audience start to post constructive messages, constructive questions in the comments. That's awesome. Thank you so much. And I do encourage you all to also help us to repost it and also post your question, especially for Nova Trace, right? Okay. Especially in Nova Trace comment. Thank you so much all for joining us. And we are going to pick top questions at the end. Okay, or maybe you can give you some time, maybe we can pick it tomorrow, right? So more people can post messages over there. Now, as we have heard the answer from Eliza, well, we wanted to drop more crypto boxes to our audience. Yes, I also see that we got more and more audience watching this session, right? Right now, we have more than, oh my goodness, 18,000 live views. That is just marvelous. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. And we do hope more people could join, more people could watch, and more people could do what? More people could help us to like, repost, and share these X posts, X announcements, especially Nova Trades. Okay, share layers, and also what? Also help us to post your best questions in the comments so you will have an opportunity to get this amazing 1000 USDT reward. Okay, thank you so much. And then the next, well, as I said, I'm going to drop more crypto boxes to our audience because we think you all are just so amazing for being super supportive. Thank you. And the third question we would like to ask Eliza is, what are NovaTrade's most exciting features that you wanted to let our audience know about?
Yeah, I really love this question. So this is where the things get fun. So Nova Trade isn't just another DEX or the decentralized exchange that's trying to do the same old thing. We've built something that makes trading more engaging, rewarding, and actually enjoyable. So I'm gonna break it down for you guys so that you know what are the exciting features of Nova Trade that's coming up or that's already existing. So we have the trade mining where our users get paid to trade. So you know how most exchanges just take your trading fees and leave you with well, nothing. So not in NovaTrade, where we reward you for just trading. So every swap, every trade, and everything that you do, you earn our platform tokens, which is Nova, and it's basically like a cashback system. And but instead of getting pennies like at supermarkets when you have cashbacks, you're actually earning real value that you can trade, stake, and reinvest. So more trading equals more rewards. It's simple, but I guess it's genius. And for our token, actually, we will be listing more. We will be listing in more exchanges. We're negotiating with top exchanges to list our tokens so that the utility would grow. And next, we have the ultra low fees. I've actually mentioned this a while ago, and this is to keep the users' profits, to keep more of the profits, because let's be real, nobody likes the high fees, and some decentralized exchanges charge fees so high that you feel like you're working for them instead of trading for yourself. So NovaTrade keeps fees ultra low, so you can actually get to keep more of your profits. And so no more losing half of your gains just to execute a trade or something in the platform. So I think that it's actually and it's actually an advantage and as well as an exciting feature for Nova Trade. And then we have fast transactions, and when I say fast, it's like lightning fast transactions. So, have you ever tried swapping tokens on a very congested network and felt like you've aged for 5 years waiting for it to confirm? So yeah, that's not happening here. So Nova Trade is built for speed, meaning transactions clear almost instantly, even during the peak hours. Because when we say peak hours, it's actually when most traders do or execute their trades, and then there would be the crashing of the platform. So that's not going to happen in Nova Trade. So there's going to be no more stress and no more delays. And then next would be our security so that our users can trade with confidence. So security is actually a huge issue in DeFi, and in NovaTrade, we take it very seriously. So our smart contracts are audited and battle tested, and we continue to um, have these actions that would prove our security. So our users will not be waking up in the morning and finding out someone had pulled the rugs, so their funds and are gone. So your funds would be in your control, and there will be no shady businesses in NovaTrade. And then we have uh, the community driven. Our platform or our project is community driven. So our users would have a say in everything that we do. So unlike centralized exchanges where the decision is made behind closed doors, NovaTrade is a DEX. We have these community first mantra. Our governance model allows users to vote on major decisions, propose new features, and truly be a part of our platform's evolution. So I hope we gather more of you guys. So for those who are listening, so be part of our community, actually have a say in our platform, and you might have some things to suggest, and we're actually open for it. And we have this, I think I've mentioned it a while ago. We have the multi-chain future. So as we are transitioning and developing, we're that means that we are we're tapping more into other chains. We will be having the Ethereum, the Polygon, the Arbitrum, or even the Solana. We're actually thinking of like a very wide multiple chains prospects or scope and to be in the roadmap. So wherever the liquidity flows and no trade will be there. So I think that that's it for our um the exciting features. I think that I have forgotten some things, but if you follow our Twitter, you follow our X and be part of the community, you will never be left behind. All the all the updates and news will be posted there, so you gotta click that follow button. So I think that's for the exciting features for NovaTrade.
Nice. Thank you so much, Eliza, for letting us know about all the details. And yeah, once again, if you are convenient to share the screen and guide us how to go over the website step by step, that would be awesome. And if not, that's okay as well. Later, we're going to invite our audience to do that by themselves as well. And next question over here we have is, of course, we wanted to know that what are the exciting developments that we could expect from Nova Trade in the near future? Thank you.
All right, so yeah, I think I've mentioned most earlier, but I will be introducing you guys to the developments that we're building and our planning. And so we've got a lot of cooking actually, and a bit of segue for the ones you mentioned about the demo for the using of the platform. We will actually release. I cannot share my screen right now because I'm actually outside the setting. I'm actually in an outside setting, but we will be actually releasing a demo video, a tutorial on our X page on how to navigate our platform, and so you guys gotta look for that, and I hope that that would help you. Or we can have one of our listeners to do that before we post our demo in our social platform. So back to the question about the exciting developments that we have in NovaTrade. Um, I'm going to be stating on what's coming up. Again, we have the new trading incentives where we will be rolling out a refined trading system or a mining system that adapts dynamically to trading volumes. So that means more sustainable rewards for traders. And I hope that that excites more of the listeners. And we have the multi-chain integration. I've mentioned this, I guess, twice already. So right now we're working on expanding to other chains, more chains, so that um, users can trade across multiple blockchains seamlessly. So without the use of any other bridges, because I know that that's quite a hassle for our traders. Because I'm a trader myself, and yeah, that's actually a hassle. And again, the advanced security features, we're working on smart contracts, audits, and additional safeguards to make our trading platform or our traders feel safe. And that's something that we are currently working on, and we will be working more and more because that's something that cannot be um, overlooked. Security is a must in every platform and in every project. I think that that's going to be on the top priority. And we have the centralized exchange listings in more liquidity sources. So we're in talks again with top exchanges like I'm gonna be I know I'm not gonna reveal it yet actually. We're gonna be posting it, but we're actually in talks with top exchanges, and you just have to watch out for that. So we will be listing our token, which is Nova, and for deeper integration, bringing more liquidity into our system, and yeah, that's for the CX listing. And we're actually leading also in the gamification and the social trading. So we wanted to have a trading that's more interactive. We're working on, or we're thinking about having a leaderboards or trading competitions or social trading features to make NovaTrade a decentralized exchange that actually fun. So if you guys have any suggestions, we actually have this plan, but we're not quite sure on what our users want. So if you have any suggestions and what we should do on things that our platform should do, you can suggest this. You can comment down and our X, you can message us, you can email us, you can actually contact us for your suggestion. So it's either the leaderboards or we can actually compile those and have all of those so that we can achieve a Nova trade that's fun and that's actually where you can earn and have more incentives but actually interactive. I think that's it for the things that you guys can watch out about the developments in our project. But if ever I've missed some things, you can go look at our Twitter again. It's at the NovaTrade. It's actually shown in the screen. So if you have any questions, you can contact me or contact our Twitter. We're actually open to any suggestions, guys.
Nice. Thank you so much. Well, um, this is, yeah, a lot of information over here sharing with our audience. Thank you, Eliza. And I also see that a lot of audience already post their questions in the comments and friends. Well, for the if you have questions that you wanted to win this 1000 USDT reward, right? We Let's try not to post in our Binance Live comment section, but let's go to Twitter. Okay, let's go to Twitter. I want to guide everyone to go to Twitter and then give them a shout out. Okay, give them a follow and like, repost the information. Thank you so much, all of you, for joining us today. Okay, so we have another question before we wrap up, and we would like to know NovaTrade is making a return after a while, right? After 2.5 years, actually. So, what has changed and what can users expect as well? Thank you.
All right, yeah. Actually, 2.5, 2.5 years in crypto feels like a decade because so much has changed. When you're in crypto, you say every blink of an eye, there's some developments happening. Every second there's something new, and 2.5 years is a lot. So much has changed, and I think that I can say that so have we. NovaTrade isn't just making a comeback on this. We're returning stronger, smarter, and with an even bigger vision. So first things first, why the break? Or why did we stop operating, or why did we came to a pause? So back in the day, 2.5 years ago, we've launched with big ambitions, but the market wasn't exactly friendly. You know what I mean? Um, things were crazy, think crazy volatility, the liquidity challenges, and a bear market where Even the toughest projects had to rethink their strategies. So we thought that instead of rushing things, we will actually take a step back. We analyze the landscape and we rebuild the Nova Trade into something 10 times better or 10 times wiser. And, we can ensure the smooth and efficient success. So yeah, and for again, what's new? I've actually shared what's new. The upgraded trade mining system, I'll be reiterating those so that our listeners will know. The upgrading trade mining system, we will be having new reward system where traders get paid or get to earn things while trading or doing things or having activities in our platform. Smoother and faster trading, the lightning faster trading. So and then the stronger security and the multi-chain expansion and more listings and partnership. We're not just building a great decentralized exchange, we're building an ecosystem. That means we will be having more partnerships, centralized exchange listings, and the integration would very much help us to scale to a much wider audience. And so we can call this actually NovaTrade 2.0 since we're having a comeback. But so what can users expect? Hmm. They can expect actually a fully upgraded trading experience. I've actually said those things, said the description of those things, but yeah, overall, a fully upgraded trading experience with faster, cheaper, and more rewarding. And they can expect more ways to earn. We've been developing more ways to earn, and we will be integrating more ways to earn, may it be through trade mining, staking, and of course, new incentives. And they can also expect a serious push for the global adoption. So again, they will be expecting more connections, more cooperations, more partnerships, exposures, and more opportunities to engage with the platform. This is actually one of the exposure. This live is an exposure for Nova Trade for us to gather or like reach wider scope of audience and for everyone to get familiar with Nova Trade and what it brings to the table. So again, in conclusion, I'm gonna be stating that we've taken everything that worked before and removed what didn't. So that's how we developed Nova Trade. We've used everything that we know worked before and then removed what didn't work, and we rebuilt Nova Trade into the that decentralized exchange it was meant to be. So those 2.5 years or those 2.5 years allowed us to grow, allowed us to learn, allowed us to, think our strategies, think more outside the box and develop new things that we know would be working now that we are ready to launch. And the past 2.5 years were just a warm up. I would say that it's just a warm up. So now NovaTrade is actually ready to take over and launch new opportunities for our traders, for our users, and for everyone that will be willing to join us. You know, and I hope that some of the listeners now would be ready to join NovaTrade, and yeah, we're ready to take over.
That is just awesome. Thank you so much, Eliza, for letting us know about it. And I see that we have more and more audience joining. Friends, be sure to go to X or Twitter to give Nova Trader support. Follow them, like them, and repost them. And also post a very constructive question for an opportunity to win this amazing 1000 USDT reward. We're going to pick good questions, okay, from the comments. And I see that uh well, a lot of people actually leave your comment or questions on Binance, right? We wanted to encourage you to go to Twitter or X to do it. Okay, let's go. And well, before we wrap up this session, I'd like to see if Eliza, you have any additional information that you would like to share with us. Thank you.
I think that I have shared most of the things that I want to share earlier, but again, I'm just gonna be um, upping the our listeners to follow our X page. It's at the Nova Trade, where the latest scoops, the latest news with Nova Trade will be posted, and something that you want to look forward to very soon is our token listing. We will be listing our tokens very soon on top exchanges, and there's gonna be more announcements that would be very interesting for our users, for our upcoming users, hopefully. So yeah, if you follow our Twitter, and you'll be getting the updates, new updates of our project, and you can also join our Telegram community. We will be sharing, or it's actually on our Twitter already. You can just click the link, and you will be part of the community. So yes, and to also support the what Moonlight said, we're actually giving out 1,000 USDT for our users or listeners right now who comments in our post on the actual post of this live, and we will be giving that to people who have the um, good questions or the constructive questions, and we will also be answering some of the questions. So if you have very like serious questions, don't worry, we will be answering that.
Okay, great. Because I already saw a lot of comments being posted, and those are good questions. For example, asking about security, asking about any incentives or rewards for loyal users on NovaTrade, and also some people ask about. Let me see. This question is regarding regulatory compliance. Okay, that's a good one because actually earlier today, SEC, right? They just uh they just talked earlier this week or earlier last week. SEC just talked to some projects, some market makers, right? And then that also caused some issues. So that's why today's market is kind of like very unstable. So lots of questions, and we also have good question. First, I'm asking, will NovaTrade support different type of assets trading rather than tokens, maybe NFT tradings? This is also a good one. So friends, keep more questions coming, and later we are going to select top questions. So we still have some time, right? Be sure to do it and just go to NovaTrade's official X handle is D NovaTrade. Yes, there's a D at the beginning. Okay, D NovaTrade, and of course you need to follow NovaTrade. And I really see a lot of people saying that uh the session is great, right? So I to say thank you so much, everyone. So well, Eliza, I know you have a very busy schedule, so I will just let you go. I won't keep you too long, and we're looking forward to seeing you next time. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me here. It's actually a great opportunity for Nova Trade, and I'm very blessed to, talk with you and to be able to share Nova Trade with our listeners. And I'm looking forward for more engagements with you. Thank you so much.
Amazing, thank you. And we are going to end this session. Looking forward to seeing you. Bye. Okie dokie, friends. I'm going to play some music. And then we're going to put our banner over here so people can come and also find the right place to make comment. Okay, make comment, ask constructive questions. Okay, now play some music.